Small towns hold a kind of magic that big cities rarely match, and today we are chasing that magic across 6 continents. These are the 20 most beautiful small towns on Earth for 2026. From candy-colored canal houses to whitewashed cliffs above the sea, from misty rice terraces to snowy alpine villages, every stop on this list feels like a postcard come to life. So settle in and let this quiet journey begin. We traveled from quiet mountain hideaways to famous clifftop icons, weaving through Europe, Asia, the Americas, and beyond. Consider this your calm, unhurried tour of the most charming places on the planet. Be sure to save this video for your travel bucket list and stay to the end for our #1 pick worldwide. Let the countdown begin at number 20. Number 20 is Bibury, a tiny Cotswolds village that the writer William Morris once called the most beautiful village in England. Its honey-colored stone cottages line a gentle bend of the River Colne. Arlington Row is the postcard heart of the village, a terrace of 14th century weavers' cottages with steep stone roofs. Nearly every visitor photographs this single stretch of lane. Trout swim lazily in the clear water beside Rack Isle, a protected water meadow right in the village center. Swans drift past as if on cue. Spring brings wisteria and daffodils spilling over garden walls, while autumn turns the ivy on the cottages a deep burnt red. Every season paints the village differently. A short walk leads to Bibury Trout Farm, one of the oldest working trout farms in England, where visitors can feed the fish by hand. It is a favorite stop for families. Despite its fame, Bibury remains tiny, with barely more than 600 residents calling it home. That small scale is exactly what keeps its charm so intact. Number 19 is Hallstatt, an Austrian lakeside village so picturesque that a full-scale replica was built in China. Pastel houses stack up a steep mountainside above the still waters of Lake Hallstatt. The village dates back more than 7,000 years, built around one of the oldest salt mines on Earth. That ancient salt trade is literally where the region gets its name, Salzkammergut. A funicular carries visitors up to the Skywalk viewing platform, where the entire lake and surrounding Alps unfold below. On a clear morning, the water turns mirror still. The Hallstatt ossuary, or bone house, holds hundreds of painted skulls dating back centuries, a striking and unusual local tradition. It sits quietly beside the town's small parish church. Winter dusts the rooftops in snow and lights glow warm against the dark water, drawing photographers from around the world. Summer brings kayakers gliding across the glassy lake instead. Because the village is so narrow, cars are mostly banned from the historic center, keeping the lanes quiet and walkable. It feels frozen in a gentler century. The chapter is coming halfway through our list, and the towns only get more dramatic from here. Keep watching, because this is just the beginning of the countdown. Number 18 is Rothenburg ob der Tauber, a walled medieval town in Bavaria that looks pulled straight from a fairy tale. Its half-timbered houses and red-tiled roofs are almost perfectly preserved. A complete stone wall still encircles the old town, and visitors can walk the entire covered rampart above the rooftops. The views stretch over gabled houses and church spires. Plunlane, a small forked square with a fountain and 2 towers, is one of the most photographed corners in all of Germany. Its pink and yellow buildings frame the lane perfectly. The town largely escaped destruction in the Second World War thanks to a last-minute surrender, sparing its medieval core almost entirely. That history is part of what makes it feel so genuine today. At Christmas, the town hosts one of Germany's oldest and most famous markets, with wooden stalls glowing beneath snow-dusted towers. The scent of mulled wine drifts through every lane. A night watchman still leads lantern-lit tours through the old streets, telling stories of the town's medieval past. It is a beloved tradition that has run for decades. Number 17 is Colmar, a town in the Alsace region of France where German and French charm blend into something entirely its own. Its canals have earned it the nickname Little Venice. Petite Venise is the most romantic stretch, where flower boxes spill from timber-framed houses above quiet green canals. Small boats drift slowly beneath the windows. The Alsace wine route runs right through the region, and Colmar sits at its heart, surrounded by vineyards climbing gentle hillsides. The town is a favorite stop for wine lovers touring the area. Maison Pfister, with its painted wooden facade and delicate turret, is one of the finest surviving examples of Renaissance architecture in the region. Locals consider it the town's true landmark. Colmar's Christmas markets spread across 5 separate squares, each with its own theme and glowing lights. It regularly ranks among the most beautiful Christmas markets in all of Europe. Storks nest on rooftops across the old town, a treasured symbol of Alsace that locals have worked hard to protect. Spotting one is considered good luck by many residents. Number 16 is Cesky Krumlov, a Czech town wrapped almost entirely around by a bend in the Vltava River. Its red rooftops and Renaissance castle make it one of Central Europe's most complete medieval towns. The town's castle complex is the second largest in the Czech Republic, second only to Prague Castle itself. A striped tower rises above the rooftops and can be seen from nearly every street. Visitors can raft or float gently down the Vltava River as it curls through the historic center, drifting right past centuries-old buildings. It is one of the most relaxing ways to see the town. The entire historic core is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, protected for its remarkably intact medieval and Renaissance layout. Almost nothing here has been modernized beyond recognition. Narrow cobbled lanes wind past artisan workshops, puppet makers, and small family-run breweries that have operated for generations. The town has quietly kept its traditional crafts alive. At night, the castle and rooftops glow gold under warm lighting, reflecting softly in the slow-moving river below. It is often called one of the prettiest towns in all of Europe. We are now a third of the way through our countdown, and honestly, the towns only get more spectacular from here. Stick around, because there is much more beauty still to come. Number 15 is Ronda, a dramatic town in Andalusia perched on either side of a vertigo-inducing gorge. Whitewashed buildings cling to cliffs that drop nearly 400 feet straight down. The Puente Nuevo, or New Bridge, spans the gorge and connects the old Moorish town to the newer district. It is one of the most photographed bridges in all of Spain. Ronda is also considered the birthplace of modern bullfighting, and its 18th century bull ring is among the oldest and most elegant in the country. History buffs and architecture lovers both find plenty to admire. Below the gorge, hiking trails wind down toward waterfalls and old Arab mills, offering a completely different view looking back up at the cliffs. Few visitors realize how far the town's history runs underground. The old Moorish quarter, La Ciudad, is a maze of narrow, whitewashed lanes filled with orange trees and quiet courtyards. It feels a world away from the busy bridge above. Sunset over the gorge turns the cliffs a warm gold, with the mountains of the Serranía de Ronda fading into the distance. It remains one of Andalusia's most breathtaking views. This whitewashed cliff-top town has an obvious cousin waiting later on our list, another famous white village perched above the sea. Keep watching to see where that one lands. Number 14 is Positano, the crown jewel of the Amalfi Coast, where pastel houses cascade down a steep hillside straight into the sea. It is one of the most photographed towns in all of Italy. Because the town is built almost vertically, most of its streets are actually staircases winding between shops and homes. Locals joke that the best exercise here is simply running errands. Spiaggia Grande, the main beach, sits directly beneath the town with colorful umbrellas lined up against turquoise water. Fishing boats bob gently just offshore, largely unchanged for generations. The path of the gods. Hiking trail begins nearby, tracing high cliffs above the coastline with sweeping views of the sea below. It is considered one of the finest coastal hikes in Europe. Lemon groves blanket the hills above town, supplying the famous limoncello liqueur that the entire Amalfi Coast is known for. The scent of citrus drifts through the streets in early summer. We have reached the halfway point of our countdown, and from here, every town on the list gets even more spectacular. The next 10 will take us across 3 more continents. Number 13 is Chefchaouen, the blue pearl of Morocco, tucked into the Rif Mountains with nearly every building painted a different shade of blue. It is unlike any other town on this entire list. No one knows for certain why the town is painted blue, though theories range from Jewish refugee traditions to simply keeping mosquitoes and heat away. Whatever the origin, the effect is mesmerizing. The Medina's narrow lanes twist uphill past hand-woven textiles, leather goods, and small cafes tucked into blue archways. Every turn reveals a slightly different shade of indigo. Plaza Uta El Hammam sits at the heart of town, framed by an old kasbah and shaded cafes where locals gather each evening. It is the social center of Chefchaouen. Above the town, a short hike leads to the Spanish mosque, offering a sweeping view over the entire blue-washed hillside. Sunset here is considered one of the best in Morocco. The surrounding Rif Mountains are dotted with olive groves and hiking trails, drawing visitors who want nature alongside the town's famous color. It remains one of North Africa's most striking destinations. Number 12 is Antigua, Guatemala, a colonial gem ringed by 3 volcanoes and filled with pastel Spanish architecture. Cobblestone streets and Baroque church ruins give it a beauty unlike anywhere else in Central America. The town served as the capital of Spanish Central America for more than 2 centuries, before earthquakes forced the government to relocate. Many of its grand ruined churches still stand as haunting reminders. Volcán de Fuego looms just outside town and occasionally puffs ash into the sky, a dramatic backdrop visible from almost every rooftop. Watching its glow at night has become a bucket list moment for visitors. Santa Catalina Arch, a bright yellow archway spanning a cobblestone street, is the most recognizable landmark in Antigua. Photographers line up here at sunset for the perfect shot. The town is also one of the best places in the world to learn Spanish, with dozens of small language schools tucked into colonial courtyards. Many travelers stay far longer than they planned. Every Easter, Antigua hosts elaborate processions with carpets of colored sawdust and flowers covering entire streets. It is considered one of the most beautiful Holy Week celebrations on the planet. Number 11 is San Miguel de Allende, a colonial town in central Mexico famous for its rose-colored rooftops and pink Gothic cathedral. It regularly tops lists of the most beautiful cities in the world. The Parroquia de San Miguel Arcangel rises above the main square with dramatic pink spires that seem to glow at sunset. It is arguably the most photographed church facade in Mexico. The entire historic center is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, its cobblestone streets lined with colorful colonial buildings and wrought iron balconies. Wandering without a map is half the fun here. The town has become a magnet for artists, with galleries and studios filling former convents and courtyards across the old center. A thriving creative community keeps the culture constantly evolving. El Jardín, the leafy main plaza, comes alive each evening with mariachi music and families gathering beneath manicured laurel trees. It is the true heartbeat of the town. Hot air balloons drift over the town at sunrise, giving passengers a rare aerial view of the pink rooftops and surrounding valley. It has become one of the most popular experiences in the region. Number 10 is Pokhara, a lakeside town in Nepal where the Annapurna mountain range rises directly behind the water. Few places on Earth pair still lakes with towering snow peaks quite like this. Thewa Lake sits at the town's center, its calm surface reflecting the Annapurna range on clear mornings. Wooden boats drift past a small island temple in the middle of the water. Pokhara serves as the main gateway for trekkers heading into the Annapurna circuit and base camp, making it one of the most important trekking hubs in the entire Himalayas. Its energy blends mountain culture with laid-back lake life. Sarangkot Viewpoint, just above town, is one of the best places in the world to watch sunrise light up snow-capped peaks. Paragliders launch from the same ridge throughout the day. The World Peace Pagoda sits on a hilltop across the lake, reachable by boat and a short hike through forest. Its white dome offers sweeping views back over the town and water. Pokhara's relaxed lakeside cafes and quiet pace make it a favorite stop for travelers to slow down after weeks on the trail. It is often called Nepal's most peaceful town. Number 9 is Ella, a small hill town in Sri Lanka wrapped in tea plantations and misty mountain ridges. Its cool climate and green scenery feel worlds away from the island's tropical coast. The Nine-Arch Bridge, a colonial-era railway viaduct built entirely of stone, is the town's most iconic landmark. Trains still cross it daily, weaving between the surrounding jungle-covered hills. Little Adams Peak offers a shorter but equally rewarding hike compared to its famous namesake, with sweeping views over tea-covered valleys. Sunrise from the summit is a favorite ritual for visitors. Endless rows of tea bushes blanket the hillsides around town, tended by workers who have shaped this landscape for more than a century. Several plantations welcome visitors for tastings and tours. Ravana Falls tumbles down nearby rock faces, one of the widest and most accessible waterfalls on the island. It is a popular stop for travelers exploring the region by tuk-tuk. The famous blue train ride from Ella to Kandy is considered one of the most scenic rail journeys anywhere in Asia. Misty mountains and tea fields roll past the windows for hours. Number 8 is Queenstown, New Zealand's adventure capital. Set on the shores of Lake Wakatipu, beneath the jagged Remarkables mountain range. Few towns on Earth combine dramatic scenery with adrenaline quite like this one. The town is considered the birthplace of commercial bungee jumping, and the historic Kawarau Bridge still draws thrill seekers from around the globe. It remains one of the most famous jumps in the world. Lake Wakatipu stretches for miles beneath snow-capped peaks, its deep blue water calm enough to mirror the mountains on quiet mornings. A vintage steamship still cruises across it daily. The Skyline gondola climbs steeply above town, delivering panoramic views over the lake and surrounding alpine terrain in just minutes. Sunset from the top is one of the region's most popular experiences. Nearby, Milford Sound and Glenorchy make Queenstown an ideal base for exploring some of New Zealand's most dramatic fjords and valleys. Many visitors extend their stay far longer than planned. Despite its adventure sport reputation, the town center remains small and walkable, with cozy cafes lining the lakefront promenade. It balances thrill and relaxation better than almost anywhere else. We are now 2/3 through our list, and the remaining towns include some of the most iconic small towns on the entire planet. Stay with us for the final stretch. Number 7 is Banff, a mountain town in the Canadian Rockies, surrounded by turquoise lakes and towering snow-capped peaks. It sits inside Canada's oldest national park, established back in 1885. Lake Louise, just a short drive from town, glows an almost unreal shade of turquoise fed by glacial meltwater. A grand historic hotel sits right along its shore. The Banff gondola climbs Sulphur Mountain, offering sweeping views across 6 mountain ranges from a single summit platform. On clear days, visitors can see for miles in every direction. Wildlife roams close to town, with elk, bighorn sheep, and even black bears occasionally spotted along quiet mountain roads. Rangers regularly remind visitors to keep a safe and respectful distance. Natural hot springs bubble up near town, letting visitors soak in warm mineral water with mountain views stretching in every direction. It is a favorite way to unwind after a day on the trails. Just 17 towns down and only 6 spots remain, saving 3 of the most photographed towns in the entire world for the very end. The best is still ahead. Number 6 is Bruges, a perfectly preserved medieval city in Belgium, often called the Venice of the North, for its quiet network of canals. Its entire historic center is protected as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Swan-filled canals wind past gabled guild houses and cobbled bridges, best explored slowly by boat or on foot. Nearly every corner looks like a painting from centuries past. The marked Bruges' grand central square is framed by colorful stepped gable buildings and the towering belfry, which visitors can climb for sweeping rooftop views. It has anchored the city's daily life for over 1,000 years. Belgium is famous worldwide for chocolate, and Bruges takes that seriously, with family-run chocolatiers filling nearly every historic lane. Sampling truffles here has become a beloved tourist tradition. At night, the entire old town is softly lit, with warm light reflecting off the canals and stone facades. It is often ranked among the most romantic cities in all of Europe. Beguinage, a peaceful walled courtyard once home to lay religious women, offers a quiet escape from the busier tourist lanes nearby. Swans and willow trees make it one of the calmest corners in the city. Number 5 is Ubud, the cultural heart of Bali, wrapped in emerald rice terraces and dense tropical jungle. It has long been considered the spiritual and artistic soul of the island. The Tegalalang rice terraces cascade down the hillside just outside town in dramatic green steps, irrigated by an ancient system called subak. It remains one of the most photographed landscapes in all of Indonesia. The Sacred Monkey Forest Sanctuary sits right at the edge of town, home to hundreds of long-tailed macaques among moss-covered temple ruins. Stone pathways wind beneath towering banyan trees throughout the reserve. Traditional dance and gamelan music performances happen almost nightly at the Royal Palace in the center of town, keeping Balinese Hindu culture visibly alive. Visitors gather each evening to watch these centuries-old traditions continue. Yoga studios, healing retreats, and wellness centers have made Ubud a global destination for travelers seeking to slow down and reconnect. That reputation grew even further after it was featured in popular travel memoirs and films. Just beyond town, the Chefchaouen Ridgewalk offers a peaceful hike through rolling green hills at sunrise with almost no crowds. It remains one of Bali's most underrated views. Number 4 is Hoi An, an ancient trading port in Vietnam where lantern-lit streets glow gold along the Thu Bon River each evening. Its entire old town is protected as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Thousands of colorful silk lanterns hang above the streets and reflect in the river below, especially during the monthly Full Moon Lantern Festival. It is one of the most magical nighttime scenes in all of Southeast Asia. The Japanese covered bridge, built in the 16th century, remains the town's most recognizable landmark and connects 2 historic merchant quarters. It appears on Vietnam's currency as a symbol of national pride. Hoi An is also famous for custom tailoring, with hundreds of small shops able to stitch a suit or dress within a single day. Travelers often plan their visits specifically around this tradition. Just outside town, quiet rice paddies and the nearby beach of Bang offer a slower, greener side of the region. Bicycles remain the easiest way to explore both. We have reached the final 3 towns on our list, and each one is among the most iconic small towns anywhere on Earth. Stay with us for the grand finale. Number 3 is Shirakawa-go, a remote mountain village in Japan famous for its steep, thatched gasho-zukuri farmhouses. The name means praying hands, describing the roof's shape built to survive heavy snowfall. Some of these farmhouses are more than 250 years old, built entirely without nails using techniques passed down through generations. Many remain lived in and family-owned to this day. In winter, the village transforms into a snow-blanketed wonderland. with occasional evening light-up events illuminating the farmhouses against the dark sky. It is widely considered one of the most beautiful winter scenes in Japan. A short hike up to the Ogemachi Castle ruins observation deck reveals the entire village laid out below, nestled between forested mountains. The view is especially striking at sunrise before crowds arrive. The surrounding Shogawa River Valley remains largely untouched by modern development, thanks to the region's isolation for much of its history. That isolation is exactly what preserved the village so completely. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Shirakawa-go stands today as one of the last places where this centuries-old architectural style survives intact. It remains a bucket list stop for travelers across Japan. Number 2 is Luang Prabang, a sacred royal city in Laos, where golden temples line quiet streets beside the Mekong River. Its entire old town is preserved as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Each morning before sunrise, hundreds of saffron-robed monks walk silently through the streets collecting alms from kneeling residents. It is one of the most moving daily rituals anywhere in Southeast Asia. Wat Shengthong, the city's most revered temple, dazzles with intricate mosaics and a sweeping multi-tiered roof dating back to the 16th century. It remains the spiritual heart of the entire city. Mount Fuji rises directly from the city center, and climbing its 300 steps rewards visitors with a sweeping sunset view over temple rooftops and the river below. It is the town's most popular vantage point. Just outside town, the Guangxi Falls tumble through a series of turquoise pools surrounded by dense jungle. It ranks among the most beautiful waterfalls in all of Laos. This is our number 2 pick, and it holds that spot for a reason. A rare place where ancient tradition still shapes daily life exactly as it always has. Now, for the most beautiful small town on Earth. Number 1. The most beautiful small town on Earth is Oia on the Greek island of Santorini. Whitewashed buildings and blue-domed churches cling to volcanic cliffs high above the Aegean Sea. The village sits on the rim of an ancient caldera, formed by one of the largest volcanic eruptions in recorded history thousands of years ago. That dramatic origin is exactly what gives Santorini its unmistakable shape. Every evening, crowds gather along Oia's clifftop paths to watch what many consider the most beautiful sunset in the entire world. The sky turns brilliant shades of orange and pink over the sea. Narrow marble-paved lanes wind between boutique hotels carved directly into the volcanic rock, many with private plunge pools overlooking the caldera. Staying in one has become a bucket list splurge for travelers worldwide. Just below the village, a winding staircase leads down to Amudi Bay, a tiny fishing harbor with fresh seafood tavernas right at the water's edge. It offers a quieter, more local side of the island. From ancient ruins to sparkling white architecture found nowhere else on Earth, Oia earns its place as the single most beautiful small town on our list. It is quite simply unforgettable. So there you have it, the 20 most beautiful small towns on Earth for 2026. From Bibury to Oia, every single one is worth adding to your travel list. Now we would love to know, which of these 20 towns would you visit first? Let us know all about it down in the comments below. If this journey inspired you, please like and subscribe for more relaxing travel guides from around the world. It truly helps our small channel grow. Thank you so much for watching, and aloha from Kahana Designs. Until next time, safe travels and sweet dreams.